All right, good afternoon. I'll go back to Saturday's game, which, we worked hard to prepare for. We knew it was a really important game on our schedule and bringing a really good opponent to town. And, we got off to the start that we wanted. The opening kickoff we received, got the ball, we drove it down and stalled. And unfortunately, hit a good ball and it just missed. So we still recovered from that and got the ball back and hit a big run play. Our guys executed really well to go up 7-0 and then hold them to a field goal a little bit later and, ended the first quarter up 7-3. So off to a decent start. And then, those 10, 12 minutes in the second quarter kind of determined the game. And it was a number of things. It was field position, explosive plays that we gave up, and we were unable to get any plays and flip the field position and drive the football there in the second quarter. And then it made it really tough. You get to halftime with that score, yet we really wanted to come out and play well, and I thought our guys fought really hard the entire game, and proud of our guys for that, because there's always value in playing hard and keeping at it and trying to get better and improve your football team, and that's where we are right now. We want to really get back to work here this week because we know we have a South Dakota team coming to town, highly ranked team that's very good on both sides of the ball, and we got to have a great week of preparation and look forward to the challenge at the Alaris Center this Saturday.
Is this one of the last senior days that would have this kind of COVID question about free seasons mixed into the equation? And how have you gone about handling that? And now that maybe you've gone through it, what have you thought about the senior day that's kind of tough to figure out?
Yeah, we since we've been going through this, we tell our guys, hey, seniors, it's kind of your choice if you want to go through the recognition, whether you're in your last year of eligibility or if you're a senior academically, let's do it. If you're ready to do it, let's recognize it, and then we talk about the rest of it afterwards. But, we're through with that now. So we just look at guys that have a year left. Maybe they're a senior academically. Our guys go to summer school now and graduate early. So there's a number of different variables that get considered. But anybody that's a senior academically can go through this senior recognition day.
What concerns you the most here about South Dakota?
Defensively, they're very good. They're only giving up 3 yards a rush, and they play really sound, and they play hard, which we knew that a year ago, and they have 8 seniors that start on their defense, so they're very experienced, and this is a really good defensive football team. And then, the flip side, which helps them on defense, they run the football really well. They're averaging 6 yards a rush, and their top 3 ground gainers are over 7 yards a rush. So this is a team that has, been built by being able to run the football and play really good defense.
Coach, I guess I know there was a lot of negatives again this past weekend, but what kind of takeaways, I guess, if there were any from last week, are you taking into this week?
Yeah, I think you look at the start. At some times this year, we weren't a real fast starting team. I thought we had a really good drive, and then we hit a big play early. Defensively, we had a 3-and-out early. We forced another punt early in the game, forced a field goal early in the game. So, some of those things are really positive, and you need to build upon them. And we're always going to take a look. The day after the game, we're going to evaluate performance and try to put the result aside. I thought we had some individuals play well that improved, and that's positive. And guys need to grow from that and learn from it. And yet we looked at, that point in the second quarter, the things that we need to do differently to stay in the game. And some of those were some mistakes we made. We had a couple penalties that we're the least penalized team in the league and in the country. And we had a couple unfortunate penalties that played a part in the field position.
and also still 2 games left in the season. You plenty of time to still make impressions across the league and across the country, I guess. So kind of talk about how you're keeping that energy up and what you're, I guess, looking forward to.
Keep believing. That's really important. Our guys got to keep believing in each other and keep believing in themselves. And I know our coaches believe in them. This has been a great group up to this point. I see it week after week. And, do we get disheartened when we don't get the results we want? We sure do, but I'm not discouraged. I really care about these guys, and we got a lot left that we can accomplish. But we got to take it one day at a time and really stay in the moment. The only thing in our mind should be our preparation right now and what we can control. That's really important.
Yeah, and Tom kind of alluded to it earlier, but senior day, a lot of guys playing their last game in the Alaris Center this regular season. Just kind of talk about that a little bit and what it means for them.
Yeah, it's a special day. We've had a lot of great times out there, and it kind of comes to a culmination on this day, and a lot of good players, a lot of good moments, and those are the things that'll last forever. Those relationships, those last forever. I know you hear coaches talk about that, but it's real. Those relationships are lifetime relationships that are built, and there's something special about it. And you got to be able to control those emotions a little bit too. We're going to recognize those guys before the game, and then they got to get through that a little bit, with special people in their lives that are going to be on the field with them, and then we got to get ready to play a really good football team.